Well, welcome back to day 13. Today we're going to talk about goals. And if you know anything about business or life, you know something about goals. We all set goals. It's how we get things done in life. But when you're in a business for yourself, in our industry, especially when you don't have a boss, it's really important to set goals. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But like we do every single time, we talk about yesterday's assignment first, to make sure that you take this training step by step and don't jump through it, and make sure that you accomplish each one of the assignments. And of course, the last assignment we had was to follow up with all your personally enrolled affiliates to make sure they've downloaded the Zenoa Share app. And then they're also going through the Zenoa basic training, especially the first 25 days. These days will take them through everything step by step by step. So if you haven't done that yet, then you're going to want to stop the video and go and complete your assignment, okay? So as we do every time, we talk about objectives. The objective of this training is to provide a day-by-day instruction, one step at a time, to create a 25-day habit. And we talk again about the daily dozen. Those are the 12 things to do every single day. The first, of course, is products. Take your core care, your SRQ, and your Nuku-Hiva every day and get everybody in your family to do that. Read 15 minutes in a positive thinking book. Maybe share what you're reading. By now, you've got into a book. You're on your 13th day. Hopefully, you've gotten 13 times 15 minutes into a book. And you might want to just kind of report back to your team, or maybe post something on Facebook that you've learned from one of the books that you're reading. That's also kind of neat to stimulate some conversation, okay? And then also you want to be listening to positive materials, podcasts, or maybe there are things that your support team is working with you on, and you want to be listening, just filling your mind with good stuff. Attend company and team events. You know, there are team events all the time. If you have one, like even tonight, make sure you're on it. Make sure that you participate. It's really important to associate with people going to the same place you're going, and that's to the top. Meet one new person physically every day. Stick your hand out and say hi. All right. Find 5 people on social media and make them friends, whether that's LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook, whatever your popular social media is. But meet 5 new people. Add 5 new people to your contacts online every single day. Number 6. Comment on 2 posts on social media. Say something, just react. Hey, good post. I like that. That makes sense. Right on. I believe that, whatever it is, but make a comment. Text or message 5 friends to either congratulate or encourage them. Become known as an encourager. Number 9, present the Zenoa business or opportunity or product to a prospect. If you do this every day, you will be amazed at the kind of success that you have. Number 10, write down the most important tasks that you need to do today. We say that every time. It's important to do. Important rather than urgent. Urgent you got to do, but important you got to make sure you do. And that takes some discipline, and you're going to want to do that. Number 11, spend 10 minutes dedicated with somebody in your family. Just take time out, put the things away, just focus on them and find out what's going on in their life and what's important, what's exciting. Maybe they've gone through something. They need some help just getting through things. I don't know, but get with people and find out where they're at. And then number 12, express gratitude for your blessings, because we always have blessings. Okay, now getting into the lesson. As we said, goal setting is a must. Success is about turning your dreams into reality. And you do that in a process. And you start the process by identifying goals in 4 areas of your life. So it's not just one thing being business, but family goals. Okay, what are the things that you want to accomplish for your family? I don't know if you have a young family or a grown family, or you're about to have a family, you want to have a family, whatever it is, but you're going to want to set some goals. Health goals, that certainly relates to our business. If you've got any sort of health challenges, you're going to want to pay attention to those and get a discipline, set some goals. Maybe it's along the lines of weight or exercise. You want to reach a certain weight. For me, it's kind of interesting. My goal has been in the last probably year and a half, my goal has been to gain weight. because I lost 100 pounds through a sickness. And now I'm back to my fighting weight, and I'm right back where I want. And as a matter of fact, I hit that number the other day, and I got it really excited because I'm back on that goal, that health goal, which was to get a healthy weight. And that also involves exercise, walking every day, going to the gym, doing the things that are just going to make you feel better, because you're going to hit some of your other goals when you hit your health goals. Because if you feel good, you feel like doing things. Financial goals, we're going to talk specifically about those today as it relates to your Zenoa business. And then also personal goals. Maybe you have a goal that you're writing a book, or maybe you have a goal that you want to golf every golf course, or one golf course in every state in all 50 states in the country. I have a friend that has that as a goal, as a personal goal, just something that they want to do. It's kind of like your bucket list. All right. So those are the areas that you want to set goals in. All right. Choose goals you think Zenoa as a vehicle can help you achieve, and be specific. And we're going to talk about that. And there's two types of goals. Real quick is a short-term goal, is like, how do you see your life being different in the next 3 to 6 months with your Zenoa business? What can change because of your Zenoa business in the next 3 to 6 months? And set a goal towards that. What changes would you need to make in order to make that happen? Because there's always a balance. You're going to have to give some things up. Maybe you're going to give up TV time in order to make that happen. Maybe you're going to give up, I don't know, eating sweets or eating after 7 o'clock. Maybe you're going to make sure you get to bed on time, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep so that you're refreshed and energetic. Maybe you're going to, go through the first 25-day plan all the way through and do every single exercise. I don't know what it is, but what is it that you're going to need to change or make that happen? Okay. Is the goal possible? Okay, a lot of times people set a goal and it's not possible. If yes, what's holding you back? If no, how do you, how should you modify the goal if it's not quite possible? Is there a way to modify it? And are you committed to take action? Because a goal without action is just a fantasy. Okay, you've got to have a game plan and an action plan. Now, the other goals are your long-term goal. Everything is the same as what we just went through, except the goal period is 3 to 5 years. So now you think a little bit bigger in terms of, your immediate goals. Short-term goals might be, to earn something so that you can take your spouse, your partner, whoever out to dinner. That might be the reward for a short-term goal. Your long-term goals, 3 to 5 years. Okay. Now, because a lot of times people think long-term goal is like, 40 years from now. No, it's got to be within a time period that you could get excited about, because you all know 3 years is going to go by just like that. Think about last 3 years. 3 years ago, it was 2015. Now, some of you driving cars older than that. 3 years just go boom, just like that. It'll be 2020 in no time. Okay, so in any case, the time's going fast, and you want to think in terms of, what can you do in the next 3 to 5 years? Can you go Zen 8? Can you go Zen 10? Can you go Zen 12? What would your life look like? What would you have to change in order to make that happen? Is that a possibility? Are you willing to do the work? Okay, and how do you modify things if there are things that are holding you back? What do you do to change that? And then are you committed to take action? Because that one, if you've got big goals, you're going to have to take some real immediate action. Understanding that a lot of the work is up front, and you don't see a lot of the result up front. You see a lot of the result on the end, but all the work really to set the thing up is in the front end, right? I like to use what's called the SMART structure, or the SMART method. Your goal should have these 5 attributes. Number 1, they need to be specific. It's not good enough to say, I want to be rich. I want to make a lot of money. I want to weigh less. I want to be skinny. I want to, whatever. I want to fit into a pair of jeans could be more specific, but it needs to be really specific. Okay, what do you want to accomplish? I want to be Zen 4 in November 2018. I want to have 3 legs. I want to have the X amount in this and, Y amount in this leg. This is how I want to be structured. I want to have, 50 people in my organization. I want to have 35 of them doing at least 150 in volume. Be very specific, okay? It also needs to be something that's measurable. Again, you can't just say, I want to be rich. What's that mean? Well, maybe rich to you is $10,000 a month. And so your goal might include, I want to be a Zen 8. I want to make $10,000 a month, okay? And get as specific as you can. It needs to be attainable. If you say, well, I'm only going to put in 1 day a week, or I just want to retail a few products, you're not going Zen 8, so don't make that a goal. So it needs to be reasonable. It needs to be attainable, something that's believable. It needs to be relevant, okay, and realistic. It can't just be some pie in the sky thing. It needs to be trackable. You attain what you track. You'll get what you attract or track, okay? And so what that means is you got to keep track. I keep track of my business on a daily basis. I go in the back office and I register what the volume is of all the people that I'm working with. So I can see their daily progression in volume, and so that I can track even this month versus last month. So how are they tracking for the same time in this month as they were last month? That's all part of tracking. Maybe your goal is, having to do with your plan has to do with presenting the opportunity or the product X amount of times per month, and you break that down. The bottom line is, if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every single time. You got it, and that's Zig Ziglar, of course. You got to have a goal, okay? And it's just like you got to have a dream, but a goal is a dream with a date on it, okay? And that's all it is. It's a vision. It's what you want. It's what you desire, but it's a date and a plan. Because if you don't plan, you're not going to make it. You got to have a plan. Okay. Now the key is to set goals and commit to keeping them. A lot of times people will set a goal and they don't hit their goal, so they'll change their goal. You don't change your goal, you change your plan. Okay. And then you want to break your goals down into steps that you can take on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis that are trackable. Okay. So for example, a monthly goal. Each month you want to write down what you want to achieve, figure what you need to do to achieve it. Okay, so example, maybe you want to earn $500, then you're going to have to figure out how many people do you have to have in your business, how many customers, how many affiliates, or maybe you want to lose 20 pounds. What do you got to do in terms of exercise? Maybe you can take supplements like SRQ and Nukahiva and Core Care, because they're going to help you lose weight, but you're going to need to exercise. You're going to need to cut back. You're going to need to, maybe do intermittent fasting. We've got Body Maker as a new product that's being released here this fall. And some of you, by the time you're going through this, it'll already be one of our products. And you're going to want to do that. And so, but you're going to have to make monthly goals. Then you're also going to want to have weekly goals. Break it down even smaller. Set weekly goals to keep track. So if your goal is to make $5,000 a month, your weekly goal could be give, X amount of online presentations each week. If you're trying to lose weight, it could be lose 10 pounds. It would, you'd be tracking yourself on a weekly basis. And then it even gets more minute than that. You want to track your daily goals. Okay, so the daily goals has to do your daily activities. That's why we have the daily dozen. Those are daily goals. Those are the things that you want to accomplish every single day, because when you accumulate daily goals, you hit weekly goals. And when you accumulate hitting weekly goals, you hit monthly goals, and then you hit annual goals, and then you'll hit your long-term 3 to 5 year goal. Does that make sense? So that's how you do goal setting. All right. Now, it all relates to what do you want, because you won't be disciplined to set goals and to be committed to do the activities to hit your goals unless you have a why. All right. So the goal is the second part of your why, your Zenoa, your dream, the thing that you want that's going to make your business go. So think about it in terms of, if I do this, then I'm going to get this. So start with the why, then figure out what you got to do to get your why. And then you got to do what you got to do, become what you got to become to go make that happen. All right. Now, today's assignment. Okay. So one of the easiest and most effective ways to reach your goals is to write them down. Studies show that people don't write down their goals, but you're 50% more likely to achieve them if you write them down. All right. So your assignment today is take a moment and write down a monthly, a weekly, and your daily goals. Right. Of course, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. We've all heard that adage before, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.